Vodhalla, y'all might want to look at that. Y'all might want to look at that.
Snowy, but he locked in Rayman every single time.
Got predictions coming, guys.
Every 3 games. Now he's back onto the Amethyst. This is what I was expecting on him, and we're in game number 1 here on Demon Island.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was expecting as well. I mean, the first time we saw Experience really have that.
Called a nigga Flambees.
A lot of Amethyst, if not almost exclusively. So it's nice to see that Amethyst come back out here. But even already starting off the game, Raydish has control of the stage, right? You can see Experience kind of hugging the corner a little bit, right? It's a place he seems very comfortable, as we've seen in set and set and set after that. And he's going to be able
Call
to
that boy
keep that going.
Flambees.
He does have the cannon, and he's one of the best cannon players out there.
Flam doggy dog.
Huge conversions as well.
Ooh, and that's one of those conversions. Experience very.
That nigga Flambo look like an unlockable skin.
Upstage, and then really get into nairs afterwards. And that second nair getting the
With
knockout
little skin.
on the top. Raydish going down to 2 stocks already, and Experience barely damaged here as he goes over to the axe to fight against Raydish's gauntlets. And Raydish, oh man,
Flam booty.
him to get some really sick strings off stage and in the air.
Raydish is getting fucked. Flambolix. Flambolix.
This is gonna be a 3-stock to 1 lead.
I was gonna say, I was getting pretty scary there because we saw Raydish burn his dodge really early, which gave Experience a decent amount of time. And these weapon throws have been clocking Raydish in the head over and over again. He has to be careful here as Experience is mounting quite a bit of a lead here. This is a lot of force on zone, man. You don't want to play with this guy too long.
Yeah, Raydish goes for the downer to get the return knockout. Experience goes out for 1 dare. Oh no, Raydish.
Wow.
Okay, it actually works. Okay, so Raydish did that same
AK
maneuver
coming.
against Stingray maybe 8 times or more
Wait.
in the last set, and not a single one of them worked, and it led to a punish. But now I see, even though Experience takes the 3-1 lead here, why Raydish likes to go for
Oh,
it.
my followers?
And
I'm so
Experience did
stupid.
actually get baited and got hit by the very end of it. So let's see if Raydish can
1v1 you?
Yeah.
at this point. Like I was gonna say,
Where
even
the
though
meats?
that's a
I
little
don't
worse-
know. I'm at
okay, a little worse
7.6.
for wear than that. Okay, gets the recovery.
Should
Now
we
it's
get the
2-1.
10K? Man,
Gets
Twitch,
the
where my
recovery.
check mark?
If he wants to have a chance to take in game 1.
All right, and so far Raydish getting the double end.
I want my check mark on my name back, bro.
Not a whole lot of
Clear my name, Twitch.
Here, so if Raydish can continue that pressure, he may have a shot of bringing this one back. You can see Experience doesn't want that to happen, right? Probably going to do a weapon throw to go ahead and break the mold, hop in there with maybe an end light or jump into a Sayer to try and read some defensive option. But so far, Raydish kind of struggling a little bit to find the hit. There we go. Ooh,
Nicely done.
Tatsumaki Senpukia.
Hood spot, I've been waiting for 3 weeks. No check mark.
Trying to get a follow-up after that. I mean, it was nice that he connected with the move, but despite the low-ish defense of Amethyst, still in the orange here, it's going to be quite a while before either Gauntlets or Orb can do enough knockback on their own. He goes to the downer, though, and he gets the recovery, and Raydish is on his way to the reverse 3-stock. It was 3-1 not but a minute ago, and now Raydish has got it 1-1. Severely damaged, though, and if Experience is able to get either a down air to Nair, or maybe even a ground pound in the Nair, this could be huge. I mean, the Nair on its own was almost enough.
Hood spot, you got your shit.
As well. Oh, this could be huge. The weapon throws.
You got your shit in like a week, right?
For the mix-up, he needs to get back on stage. He has to get around the gauntlets. The weapon throw, he's betting a lot right here. He needs to get back to center, and the weapon
2 weeks?
summon from Experience.
Man, they really thinking hard about me, huh?
Go ahead and secure game 1, but it was close.
There was like 4 ground pounds that nearly came close to taking Experience's last stock off there. That was so incredibly close. I really was just saying maybe Raydish can do the reverse 3-stock for the heck of it. Like I didn't believe it until the very end. I was just kind of like, well, maybe there's a chance. So no, there really is honestly like that. The same thing happened in his matchup against Stingray too, where I've just noticed that no matter how behind he gets into the game, he is just constantly actively figuring out how to play against his opponent, and the momentum keeps scaling and scaling, and that makes me very excited for game number 2, because the end of game 3 there, or end of game 1. I said game 3 because I was thinking stock 3.
Honestly, bro, I should change my name to my first name.
Close to being able to think that that was even possible.
What y'all think?
So, really great adaptation from Raydish mid-game.
Yeah, and I mean, you can even see it in the numbers.
I'm chilling, man.
Almost 200 damage less than Experience there, but was able to still maintain an incredibly close game. He was able to kind of keep that up. The way he was playing,
it's gonna be Dez, nigga.
Was looking pretty good. He wasn't able to clutch it, but he was looking very convincing, and he kept it competitive. He can keep some of that energy going into this game too.
I'm not gonna change D money, bro. That's gonna be weird. Dez nuts, stupid ass.
Perfect for him to make a comeback.
Bees.
Yeah. And now Experience with the axe, hitting back, side air hits. Raydish had a really
John
good
Witch
start.
092 says, I'm fucking annoying.
Dashing back.
You have no gas in your car.
Just,
Fuck
yeah,
you.
Really wants to play this Gauntlet versus Axe matchup. Silent hits, goes to Shuriken, and no, doesn't get hit, but instead the weapon throws come through. I think Experience tried to dip down to grab the axe after the weapon throw and just barely missed it. Otherwise, that could have been huge.
Yeah, would have been able to.
Nah, I spelled D Money weird, bro.
Was not
dodge
the case
force?
here.
What?
And he gets around. He goes extremely high because you can see he was like, I know you might try to fastball and go for the wall touch here.
Yeah.
So if I go for the gravity cancel down Sig unarmed, I might be able to catch you.
He said, damn, you ain't got no gas.
Around Experience was just able to sneak around. Doesn't matter though because he ends up losing the stock first.
I did.
Yeah, got the nice Gauntlet.
I told them I'm the legendary Pro Series champion and very known in the Brawlhalla community. Also encourage kids to write software and get into cybersecurity.
That was probably the hardest Punisher
All right.
I've ever seen, and he actually gets knocked out off the top for that. So Experience even
Easy.
ends up, but Raydish fighting right back off stage.
He said no gas for me.
So the chase dodge gets him back, and Experience to go to the other side of the stage. Huge turnaround for Raydish.
Oh yeah, that was, I mean, he needed that one, let me tell you, because otherwise he could have been losing that stock right there. But Experience doing quite a bit of approaching here, a little bit more than we were used to in some of the past few games, but that ground pound's going to be enough, and he goes ahead and seals the deal there. I don't even think he needed that second D like ground pound. We saw this
Chrono, what was your name?
there, but he said, you know what, I want to make sure I clean
A true agent. Boomy better than Ghoul. Cap.
before we move on to the next stock. So, you know what, we'll take it, but Experience definitely
Use malware by cybersecurity, but how's it add up?
Yeah, and I mean, this is what I was talking about, the momentum just scaling and scaling more and more in game number 1. Like, he was behind 1 stock to 3, but every single second I felt like, okay, Raydish is getting a better.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Matchup. Look at that, just jumping around with the down
Wait, he said you also encourage kids
kids
to call Boomy dog shit.
Under the sideline Punisher from Experience, and another sideline Sarah puts him off stage. Downsig forces the dodge. That's the punish, but that was almost an entire stock of unanswered damage from Raydish.
Now, I will say Experience has opted to go for the cannon here. He didn't even try to starve that last weapon spawn we saw, so we know what Experience's win condition here. He's looking for that one read. We know what cannon can do. It can be an explosive punish, especially on Amethyst if he's able to find it. But I feel like the light attack accuracy from Experience for the past like minute or so has not been it. So we'll see. Once again, still hasn't landed a blow.
You said you had some personal stuff going on though, bro. It's all good, man. I've been going through shit too.
That's what he said with that last side air.
But we gonna make it through.
What's interesting about that matchup is that I felt like there was a moment there where Experience was kind of like, I know exactly what you're doing. I know exactly what you're about. When he did that work, when he basically just jumped around the map so that he could nair a neutral singing Ryu, right? And I was like, okay, you're really calling Raydish out here. But then Raydish was perfectly fine the rest of the match, and here he goes with a JV2.
What up, Rambo?
As we're going to game number 3. With Raydish playing so much better than he did in game 1.
Which now
He need to change his fit. God damn.
Tried to slow things down. If anything, heading into this game number 3, it's looking like he's trying to speed things up, and so far it's working. Haven't seen much of a response come out from Raydish as Experience just seems to be pummeling through this first stock. We'll see if he's able to slow things down. Nice wake up. Enlight into the recovery there. Almost gets the finishing blow with the Astro.
What?
Weapons so
what?
It's hard to keep track of exactly what Experience is doing, but somehow Raydish is hanging on.
Well, Raydish has played around that Danzig perfectly 3 times. He was standing right in the little dead zone of the blast in between his.
Man, sound what I'm saying though, bro.
Was able to get 2 neutralites and then outrange the fully charged Danzig. Experience takes the first stock though after a crazy impressive cannon play. But Raydish is not as far behind as I feel like would be unsalvageable. After seeing that game number 1, I still feel like he's pretty comfortable here. So it's whether Experience continues playing as well as he did with the cannon, because what he's doing with the cannon now is what I think you were hoping to see last game.
That's exactly it, Taz. I was expecting, you know, a lot more damage, a lot more convergence. I was expecting things to hit. When he got that cannon in the last stock of that last game, he didn't hit anything.
Hit a single move,
So with this is much better. Granted, Raydish still struggling here, needs that final blow. Is it going to be a down sig here? He'll get punished for that if he doesn't. Maybe an end sig reverse. Then he's just going to back up and actually swap over to the orb because he has that sidelight Sayer true combo, but he hasn't been able to land the sidelight. Experience. If there's any player who's good at icing people out, waiting for weapon spawn, it is Experience.
That's right. And Raydish is able to get a side light or side air here and there, but he hasn't really gotten that side light that gets him that extra bit of movement towards the direction he's going to hit his opponent. Experience gets hit by another Sayer. The weapon throw doesn't hit. Dodge forced. Gauntlets picked up, but no ground pound comes through.
Adventure Time character, folks. Anime character. Raw, uncensored. This nigga is true.
I'm expecting a dash jump Sayer at this rate. I mean.
Another one. Oh, the slow-mo.
Pick it up again. slowest weapon throw possible.
Yeah, you got mix-ups on mix-ups with these throws, bro. He's about to throw another one. He said, you know what, before you get a chance, let me just go ahead and sear you
People who
off
play
the
Orb are
stage.
mechanically
It's
challenged at
crazy
this
how momentum
game.
has been changing between these games. Like the last game was the Raydish show,
Yeah.
and then suddenly became the Experience show all over again. Is this going to turn around one more time?
Well, for Raydish,
Oh, let me turn back on the sounds.
Has looked phenomenal for Experience.
What about Thor? Thor's an Orb character, yeah.
Getting the neutral light, waiting
Play,
out.
Experience play like he's father is.
Raydish's favorite
Then he
combo
wins
on the right side of the stage there.
neutral and plays like he's the greatest Thanksgiving dinner of all time.
Oh,
man, y'all might want to look at that.
Experience does get him at the bottom of the recovery into a dare. Good damage buildup from Raydish. This could be the
Oh,
stock.
man,
as
y'all
well.
might Appreciate that follow, man.
Gets
Appreciate that
disarmed
follow.
from the cannon and Raydish.
Oh, man, y'all might want to look at
Pressure
this.
gets the Shoryuken up the top.
Oh,
And there's
man,
the
y'all might want to look at
up
this.
the game.
That's what I love to see, man.
Wow,
Forward
man,
down,
y'all might
forward
wanna look
punch
at
for all
that.
the Free Fire players out there.
Wow,
You
man, y'all
know,
might wanna look at
the
that.
heavenly
Wow,
rising
man,
dragon
y'all might
punch.
wanna look at
Going
that.
ahead
Y'all
and
might
take
wanna
out
look at
Oasis
that.
last stock there.
Wow,
Granted,
man, y'all might wanna look at that. 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 Y'all might wanna look at that.
He got hit by 3 clean attacks on the orb. Downer hits.
Wow, man, y'all might wanna look at that.
Down air, but it's stacked and Experience. He begins the downs to coverage.
Y'all might wanna look at that.
It's coming back to the stage.
Downer on cannon hit. I'm like, okay, you're probably gone, but no. Experience was able to get it with the edge guard. Points in Experience's favor. Wondering what the map pick's going to be. I don't think there's going to be any legends switching between either of these players. Raydish is pretty committed to the.
Bro, I think it died. I think my
And I'm
shit.
wondering as well, like I was gonna say, are we gonna
I
go
think
to
it
the
died.
platform?
I think you guys actually broke it.
Like, yeah, I guess that counts, you know, in terms of like comparison to Miami Dome or Enigma or something. Like, yeah, okay, this is a
It
little
broke.
bit more tame, but I think it should help Raydish.
Yo,
out.
y'all broke
You
it.
have a little bit more side, which I think actually favors Experience a little bit because the cannon's there, something you want to do into the wall a lot. If you have more wall, that means you have more mix-up timings. But despite that, you know, it seems to be going in the favor of Experience yet
It's
again.
broke.
Nice dodge. Experience just goes for the slide charge pivot down sig. Weapon picked up. Away from Experience, dodges in place, was hoping to cancel into
Damn.
a he could catch him, but he reacts in time. And oh, he gets the ground pound, and Experience actually hits the ground with the move. So the blast
What up, Monir?
hits to the left because of that. I've rarely seen that. And actually,
Bro, they broke the sound.
Survives it, however. Oh wait, Experience? Oh, okay. He can stare all the way back to the stage, but he's super low on jump options. The weapon throw interrupted the movement. That was crazy.
I like that you get to hear the sound effect though, so you know
That's
when
clean,
you're
bro.
playing, no one can deny it. But despite that, I mean, we have, you know, next hit pretty much secures the KO. The end light just shy. Weapon throw perfectly timed.
I didn't break the sound. These niggas broke the sound, bro. Like, everybody kept spamming it and it stopped working.
Final blow. A recovery will take him out. And end light again probably.
I'm probably
will do
blocked
it.
from
I don't think he'll
YouTube
survive
now.
another one.
Let me see if I go to YouTube, what
Complete
happens.
opposite side, but he swapped over to the orb, and that end light doesn't quite have the juice.
I have seen
No, I'm
Orb
fine.
knock out.
Am I blocked from
Orb
Blurb?
knock out again, after that happened. But you're right, it's not. I wonder, I've never actually thought about the rating of neutral lights. Like, what's the strongest knockout neutral light in the game? I think it's Axe.
Probably Axe, yeah. That's my guess as well.
But I mean,
Oh, it's back?
It's like, it's not as bad as Spear.
It's back.
You're expecting a Spear neutral light.
Yeah.
Okay, but
That
Raydish makes it happen, and that's a lot of damage that had to go on Experience, and that's a lot of damage that Raydish had on him for that downer to knock out that quickly. And here we
Oh,
go, 2-2.
man, y'all might wanna look at
Engagement
that.
before Raydish fighting for match points.
Yeah, Raydish needs to get the dub here. You know, this is a first to 3, and Experience already has 2 notches.
Wait,
on
finish
the
it.
right
Man,
now.
I might wanna look at
Make
that.
sure
Prediction for
Raydish
who?
wants to stay alive. This is the time to bust out those stops.
Y'all might wanna look at this. It's
Raydish
not
in the
over.
corner, Used to get an edge guard, hasn't really been able to close them out aside from like one down every
Ball,
time
man,
earlier.
y'all might wanna
Works
look
out
at
again.
this.
Oh, if he does the
Ball,
other
man, y'all might wanna look at
way,
this.
still closes it out with the ground pound.
I really, that's
Tap
like,
in.
Top 9.
Ball,
man, y'all might
I
wanna look at
wonder
this.
if the weapon throw allows
Tap
Raydish to
in.
act
Ball,
faster,
man, y'all might
or
wanna
if he
look
had
at
just let the down sig miss. And he was stuck in
Ball,
that. I think you're
man,
right.
y'all might wanna look at this.
That grab pound,
Ball,
like, how
man,
did he
y'all might
grab
wanna
pound
look
that
at this.
quickly? Oh, he threw the cannon up. That was
Because there's some end lag on that move.
Yeah, yeah. So that's pretty interesting. Experience may have played himself a little bit there, but Raydish, most importantly, Raydish recognizing that the hit stun on a weapon throw is so minuscule that he acted immediately and got that ground pound to get the knockout. And now could potentially bring it to a game
Vodhalla, man, y'all might want to look at
the
this.
way Raydish is playing this as well. We saw a brief moment of experience kind of sitting by the ledge a little bit, waiting him out, trying to ice him out, and it's not working. Raydish is just getting more and more hits so far. It's looking like we could likely be
You
going
niggas
to
are bored.
Experience is going to go ahead and try to stop that from happening. It's done with the twinkle toes into the gravity cancel side light.
Did you say the twinkle toes?
Go ahead and close that dream out. But Raydish
I'm saying though,
stock, he has
hood spot.
untouched stock, right? You know, that's a
You
lot
said the
more
twinkle
to-
toes. I've never called. Why would you even call the move?
And it was a JV2. And I'm like, experience, it's interesting. I feel like at this point, it's so well known.
You niggas are bored.
That experience will try
The
to ice
twinkle
you out.
toes.
It's almost doing the opposite of the effect that it should have.
Yeah, and I feel like it's just interesting watching different players work around it, right?
Yeah.
We saw Snowy, you know, just say LOL and you don't get a dunk, right? And then on the other side, we have Raydish, who I think has been doing a pretty good job this far, but now as I say that, he's getting hit a lot, right? Like, he's one blow away from knocking out experience and bringing this to game 5, and I don't know if he's gonna be able to find it, because you have to swing.
These niggas are bored, bruh.
Experience wants you to swing, so he can punish you, right? It's a whiff punish game. But you just have to pick
You niggas are bored, bro. Why are y'all so bored?
He might be picking the moment a little too carefully. The most careful you can get is like an orb down air where you're literally throwing out the move, but there's the sideline side to get him off the right side of the stage, and that brings to a game 5. But for a bit there, I was like, okay, experience went from icing out on the wall to
Niggas.
being on stage, where Raydish was like having some trouble figuring out what he should do, and then to put even more to that, there's a great orb down air knockout here. Yeah, let's see this. Weapon throw.
Weapon throw gave him the
ground pound. That's pretty cool. I like seeing that. That's the thing that I was thinking about when watching Phazon play earlier on in the brackets.
sick.
Where he would take axe snares and weapon throws intentionally to get an attack.
Oh man, y'all might want to look at this.
Because the hit stun's so short.
And the reason about that as well is like, a lot of the times when somebody does a weapon throw, the counter plays the spot dodge,
man,
but
y'all
then
might
if
wanna
you
look at
spot
that.
dodge and they think you're gonna do that. Like a lot of times people do weapon
man, y'all might
throws
wanna
and then
look
like
at that.
immediately run up and do an end light, and then you get punished for dodging the weapon throw. So sometimes you just want to take the hit because it's not a lot of damage
man, y'all might wanna
anyway.
look at that. My message is getting deleted.
Game 5 is
man, y'all might wanna
finally
look at
starting
that.
up. We're on Demon Island. We
Every
have the same
single
picks.
win that Experience has had has been on Demon Island.
This is facts.
And so
You said move? Oh, I thought you said
regardless
move
of
you.
who picks or
I was gonna say, am I
bans
VCs
stages, you have a choice not to go here. So Raydish is saying that he's pretty comfortable with this matchup going in here in game number 5.
We're gonna see. I mean, he has the cannon in hand. Experience, you know, taking his time here. He's really trying to slow things down. We've seen this happen before. We've seen people triumph and we've seen others fail. So we're gonna see if Raydish is able to triumph. He was able to do so in the last game. He's getting a lot of consecutive hits.
Why-
He has a damage lead. But
Guys,
Experience
why
very
is
scary when he gets like a string
Experience
like that.
losing
You
this?
don't know if it's just gonna be your stock or if it's gonna be a lot of damage.
Control your kids.
Double weapon throw, but the side air underneath all of it. And now he's fully charging up the side stick there. Experience, I felt like I was going to jump into it, but no, he managed
He talking
to
about
get
cuz he's
past it.
ass.
He's so damaged that Sair, one more
What the
share to do
fuck?
it. Down air for me on the left would be nice. That's perfect. Sidelight, side air, and the landing. Raydish only in the orange here in game 5 on Demon Island.
And I think this is where we're gonna see things slow down, potentially to a crawl. I could be wrong here, but this is your bracket life, right? Like I feel like from experience, this is the moment where I'm like, okay, let me stop, let me think about this. He doesn't get this edge guard, but you see he's in the corner now. He's doing a lot of weapon throws. He's trying to do the safest things he can possibly do, right? That nair we just saw him do, he did it under the guise of the stage, so he couldn't get punished for it. And now he eventually finds the landing blow to secure the KO. And I expect him to keep playing like this to the very end.
Raydish is fighting back. Nice snare or neutral light. Side air into side. Oh!
Did he touch? He did.
Why are you running? Pretty insane.
Why are you running?
Puts the down stick. The weapon throw doesn't cover. The grab pounds.
Come on, Experience.
Experience the other side down stick again.
Dude, he's throwing these Shinku Hadokens after Shinku Hadoken over and over and over again.
It's the twinkle toes.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy.
There's no wall.
It's the twinkle toes, guys.
Enough with the orb down airs and ground pounds that the pressure's so varied that Experience is really on the back foot there. He makes it back. damage is equalized, but that was terrifying for Experience for a moment. Let's see if we get his edge guard here.
Oh, tries to go for the reverse recovery. That's a cheeky axe option that will send you to your sleep. If you're not paying attention, we'll tuck you right in. But despite that, it looks like Raydish has just been avoiding everything. Granted, he does have the damage deficit here, but he hasn't been hit in a little while, and he's going to be able to get the weapon spawn into the reverse Shoryuken.
Oh, but it doesn't knock out. Demon Island ceiling just tall enough to let Experience have a second chance. Oh, he interrupts the side air on Cannon with the Gauntlet Sidelight. Avoids the weapon throw, doesn't get the recovery. The Sarah hits, bounces Experience off the stage. Experience now. This is what you were talking about, Flambo. At this point, it's like close, it's close enough.
Spacing.
Oh, so
Damn.
good.
Wow, man, that's how you know he had the foresight there, right? He said, I'm gonna stand here, I'm gonna make it look extremely attractive to you to run up and do a dash D-light, which means Experience actually accounted for the fact that he was gonna dash back, so he had to dash back that much more to bait out the D-light and then turn around and get the punch. But now Experience, you know, he's doing a little dance. It's that time.
I mean, this is match point, last stock. Raydish barely has 2 to play with, but because he has 2, Experience has to be that much more careful. Every bit of damage that he takes does not go towards the last stock of the game, and Raydish, every time he gets that extra credit, it's just huge gains for him here in this game 5, potentially being able to go on to fight against Boomy that's waiting on the other side of the bracket. Raydish is crazy!
Oh, is this the end of the Experience? Will Raydish put it to sleep, and he will. Raydish knocks Experience out of the bracket in a 3-2 fashion with the flashiest move in the game, the Dragon Punch from Street Fighter's very own.
You niggas.
That's literally a picture-perfect way of ending.
Yeah, that's facts.
Wow.
That's like exactly what we're looking for, and he gets it off the gravity cancel pivot, I think, too. Experience just goes down here in lower round 1.
Damn, bro, you niggas lost 20,000 channel points.
It's going to be
man, y'all might want to look at this.
Let's see this right here.